Hi everybody. Today we are going to learn how to configure a TAXII data connector using Azure Sentinel. When you log into Azure Sentinel, this is your view. In order to connect to a TAXII server and pull indicators of compromise for your threat intelligence data, you go on the data connectors page. In the search box, you can just search for the keyword TAXII and open the data connectors page. Once the data connector page loads, you should make sure that you have read and write permissions to the workspace. The TAXII data connector supports TAXII 2.0 or 2.1 connections only. Connecting to a TAXII 1 endpoint is not supported by this data connector. So today I'm going to connect one of the sample data connector TAXII servers that are owned by Anomaly. They are the Anomaly limo servers. So it cannot have spaces. So I'm just going to put underscore. And then I am going to put the API root URL. I am just picking up my API root URL because it is the same URL for one of my other connections. You add the collection ID, the username and password. For the import indicators, this is basically how much back in time should we import the data in the first run. For example, if it's selected to 1 month old, we will go 30 days back in time and pull in any indicators that were added up within the last 30 days. I'm just going to put all available. Polling frequency is basically how often we should connect to the TAXII server. I'm just going to say once a hour. This is mostly used for purposes like the connections which require a call quota. For example, some of these TAXII servers have a call quota and of 30 calls per month. If you end up choosing once an hour, you will probably max out on your quota very early within a day and a half. So what I did was I pressed the add button, and here you can see that my data connector got added. My connection got added here in the list of configured TAXII servers. We will give it a couple of minutes and you will see that the data will start flowing into Sentinel using this TAXII data connector through the connection we just added. Now coming to the next point, where we are going to go ahead and look at what happens next. Now I want to definitely go ahead and look at my threat intelligence data that I have imported. So we've offered a threat intelligence menu, which falls under the threat management section. This is a one-stop location for all your TI within Sentinel. Um, Here you can look at your TI, you can create new TI if you need to, as per your requirements, mostly used for cases while you are doing certain investigations and find a certain entity to be actual, true, positive, or malicious entity, then you want to add it to your TI repository so you can use this for those purposes. You can search and filter on your TI. So for example, the TI that I just brought in will show up right here with the source system. So if you go back to the data connectors, there was a field called a friendly name. That is the name that is stamped on every single indicator that flows in through that particular connection. So for every single indicator that flows in through the Anomaly limo server collection ID 107, it will be stamped with the source field as Anomaly limo test. So here you can come back and filter your TI. I will look for one of the TIs that I have added. I will just look for the one that I added from Anomaly and search on the source. It'll show me all kinds of indicators, all the indicators I've imported using this connection. You can search on various other types like various other filters like type, threat type, a confidence score. For example, you want to search for everything that's greater than confidence, you can apply that filter. In this case, we don't have any such IOC, so it doesn't show any indicators. But that is one other place where you can actually use your view all your threat intelligence data. That is pretty much it. Thank you so much for listening.